Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan, also the North Central Chaplain for Broken Chains, JC. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. Today is September 27th, 2025, and we are looking at Proverbs chapter 27, and still this month looking at what Solomon is teaching us about what discipline is. You know, this morning as I was reading, I had read in verse 11, "Be wise, my son, and bring my heart joy so that I can answer anyone who taunts me." And I was thinking about the fact that, in the discipline, there's an outcome of what discipline looks like. And Solomon is saying, I want to be able to brag about you. And that brought me some conversation with God, and it was nice. But then when I got to verse 21 and I read this, I got to realizing something. A crucible for silver, a smelter for gold, and a man is tested by his praise. We all get tested to see whether we've learned from the discipline. We're going to get put through it, right? Yeah, we're going to have things that we have to overcome. The crucible for silver, it gets melted and all the impurities get brought off. The smelter for gold, same thing. All the impurities get raised to the top and you get a more pure gold. It gets tested by its refining. A man is tested by the praise that he receives. And I realized that, when I was reading in verse 11, I was reading about a father who wanted to brag about his son. And I lamented to God, it would be nice to hear you praise me publicly. I know that's pride, right? And then when I got to verse 21, I realized if God praised me publicly, where I'm at right now, I might get boastful, wouldn't I? It may be too much. I'd be tested by the praise that I received. And how would I interact with that? How would I receive that? How would I act towards others because of it? Discipline has as much to do with learning the lessons, getting the corrections, being spoken to and taught, as it does going out and putting it into practice and seeing how well you do with it. And then making corrections as needed. And a good disciplinarian, someone who is teaching, will recognize your limits before you're put to the test and only push you so far. We need to first be surrounded by the right teachers, and then we have to recognize that testing is for our discipline. I'm grateful for that today. I'm grateful for that revelation today and that conversation I had with the Lord. How about you? Where are you at? Are you willing to be tested? Put to the test and see where you're at? To determine whether you've gained that lesson and where you need to grow? It's called perseverance. It's something we're called to in the Christian walk. It's just something to think about. Guys, I love y'all. I hope you have a great day. God bless.